There's something ancient and mysterious about the winter season. The world grows quiet, nature slows down, and even the air seems to whisper a reminder. This is the time to build power from within. While most people retreat into comfort, warmth, and laziness, a small group of men walk a different path. They use the silence and the cold as a forge to strengthen their spirit, discipline, and life force. This is where semen retention becomes something far greater than just self-control. It becomes an alchemical transformation. When the temperature drops, your body changes. Cold weather naturally boosts testosterone and awakens primal instincts of survival and strength. Your body demands heat, energy, and focus to endure the chill. But if that same energy, your creative and sexual essence, is constantly wasted, your internal fire weakens. You feel colder, lazier, more detached. Most men don't realize that the same life force that creates new life also generates inner warmth, confidence, and vitality. In winter, when the external world is frozen, that inner fire is everything. The problem is, we live in a world that teaches men to seek warmth in artificial ways. Instead of building energy through discipline, we reach for instant comfort, food, screens, entertainment, and empty pleasure. But that kind of comfort is fake warmth. It soothes the body for a moment, but freezes the soul in the long run. The more you give into it, the weaker your natural fire becomes. You wake up tired, you lose focus, and the spark that once made you ambitious fades into dullness. What you're feeling isn't random. It's the quiet cost of energy leakage. Winter has always been the season of warriors and mystics. In ancient times, monks, samurai, and spiritual practitioners used cold months to deepen meditation and build inner strength. They understood something modern men have forgotten, that sexual energy isn't meant to be spent aimlessly. It's meant to be cultivated. Every drop of that energy fuels your bones, your blood, your mind. When retained, it doesn't just sit inside you. It transforms. It sharpens your senses, strengthens your focus, and radiates warmth through your body like a hidden fire beneath your skin. What if the reason you feel so tired, unmotivated, or cold inside during winter isn't because of the weather, but because your life force is leaking out every time you give in to fleeting pleasure? Most people never realize this connection. They think fatigue, anxiety, and sadness are caused by the season. But nature doesn't make you weak. Disconnection does. When you stop retaining, your body enters a constant cycle of depletion. Your immune system lowers, your testosterone dips, and your drive fades. The cold amplifies this because your body already needs more energy to stay warm. So instead of storing that sacred life force to strengthen your system, it's wasted, leaving you spiritually and physically drained. Semen retention flips that script completely. When you hold your seed during winter, something magical happens inside your body. Your metabolism accelerates to maintain core temperature. Your endocrine system becomes more active. Your mind becomes sharper because dopamine levels rebalance. The energy that would have been lost turns inward, nourishing your cells, rebuilding your muscles, and fueling your brain. You start to feel an inner warmth that has nothing to do with room temperature. It's the warmth of life, purpose, and power. In the quiet of winter, your body and soul crave stillness. This is where retention magnifies its hidden strength. With fewer distractions and less external stimulation, you can feel energy moving through your body more vividly. You might notice stronger heartbeat awareness, deeper breathing, and even a calm sense of power that follows you throughout the day. This isn't imagination. It's your life force reorganizing itself. When conserved, semen becomes a current of vitality that circulates upward, feeding your brain and sharpening intuition. That's why ancient mystics practiced celibacy during colder months. They used the stillness of winter to transmute energy into wisdom. What if winter was never a season to survive, but a sacred invitation to transform? When you look around, most people slow down during winter. They eat more, move less, and slip into emotional hibernation. But the man who retains is different. He doesn't just survive the cold, he uses it as resistance training for his soul. Every icy breeze becomes a reminder that discomfort is the birthplace of greatness. Every temptation resisted becomes another layer of armor added to his character. The cold no longer feels like an enemy. It becomes his teacher. By the way, if you want to learn more about semen retention, I suggest you read the Semen Retention Blueprint. In it, you will find 25 chapters where we go into various topics regarding semen retention, like physical benefits, relapses and wet dreams, how to retain while in a relationship, spiritual growth, pheromones, and much more. The list goes on. This is part 1 of the book. The second part will be coming out soon. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. One of the most profound, lesser-known effects of semen retention in winter is its impact on dopamine sensitivity. Cold temperatures and retention both reset your brain's reward system. The constant craving for stimulation fades, and simple things, a conversation, a meal, the sound of wind, start to feel fulfilling again. That's when you realize how much of life's joy you've been missing. The fog lifts. Your spirit feels alive again. You don't need fake pleasure to feel good. You become the source of your own contentment. Over time, something else begins to change: your emotional stability. Winter has a way of testing your patience and focus, but semen retention strengthens your ability to stay calm under pressure. Instead of feeling depressed by the darkness or the long nights, you start to find beauty in silence. You appreciate solitude. Your inner voice grows stronger. That's the moment when many men start to reconnect with God or their higher purpose. They feel guided, as if their soul is whispering, "This is who you were meant to be all along." But why does this happen? Because winter is the season of introspection, and semen retention is the fuel for that journey. Your energy no longer leaks out through instant gratification, so it begins to rise. That rising energy awakens your higher consciousness. You start to see patterns, understand emotions, and sense your own potential more clearly. It's as if your mind finally gets quiet enough to hear your soul speak. What if the peace you've been searching for isn't found in comfort, but in conserving your energy long enough to feel your true self again? The benefits of retention in winter go beyond physical strength or higher testosterone. They're deeply spiritual. When you retain, you reconnect with nature's rhythm. The cold teaches endurance. Darkness teaches reflection. Together they strip away illusions and show you what's real. You realize that your warmth doesn't come from a heater or a blanket. It comes from within. Your body becomes a temple, your energy a sacred flame. And as long as that flame burns, you never feel lost again. This is why the practice of semen retention isn't just about abstinence, it's about preparation. You're preparing your mind for clarity, your body for vitality, and your spirit for purpose. Every time you choose retention in winter, you're not suppressing your nature, you're mastering it. You're learning to direct that raw, primal energy into strength, creativity, and faith. You become unshakable, calm but powerful, silent but radiant. When spring comes, the world awakens again. But you awaken with it as a different man. While others start fresh with resolutions that fade, you emerge with a foundation of power that was built in silence and cold. Your confidence is no longer forced, It's earned. Your warmth is not from comfort, it's from inner mastery. You have become a furnace of focus, a living example of controlled fire. So as the world slows down this winter, don't fall into the trap of seeking fake warmth. Let the cold test you. Let it purify you. Let it reveal the power that's been hidden beneath layers of weakness and distraction. Because when you master semen retention in winter, you don't just endure the season, you embody it. You become the flame that never dies, the strength that never fades, the man who thrives where others fall asleep. And that's the secret most will never realize. Winter isn't the time to hide, it's the time to rise. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you make it to the end and finish what you start. To everyone who supports my channel, thank you so much. I'm forever grateful. And if you're new here, thank you as well. Remember, live with honor or die a coward. Take care, brother.